Welcome everyone to the Wicked Weekend Podcast. I'm your host for this epic event. We've just turned 50. This is the 50th episode, and I'm joined by some of my favorite creators here, and we're rocking out to this Wicked theme song, and we're all gonna have a good time here. I don't think they can hear it. I think only you guys can hear it.
No, I think only you can hear it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's
don't hear anything.
the audience can hear it. Trust me, I'm not crazy.
All right,
I'm not crazy.
I
Welcome,
trust you.
welcome.
Since you said I'm your favorite with you by
How's it
Yeah, I
going,
feel
crew?
all tingly on the inside now.
You should. You should. That's a good thing. Well, thank you guys for joining us. As I mentioned, it's the 50th episode, so that's pretty epic, pretty big deal for us. So congratulations all around. I think that's pretty good run so far.
Yeah, and I think we're starting off with Ebi getting heckled from the audience.
Oh no, really already?
Oh
Yeah.
That didn't
no!
take very long.
Straight out the gate.
Oh no! He won't leave me alone.
Oh
He's like
man.
my number one stalker. What
Oh,
can I
no.
do to get rid of Jeremy? I
Is that
don't know.
or is that your number one fan?
Mm,
You know, who knows? Who knows?
Let's just hope it's not a stalker like in real life.
I'm ready. I'm ready to have him mail himself to my house like that Stephen King fan. Mailed himself in a big box and jumped out of it.
Oh, I thought it was like they mailed themselves like piece by piece, and like eventually there was like a whole person there.
Is that
You
what
know.
Van Gogh was going for?
I don't know. Maybe that's yeah, probably so. He was way ahead of his time. He's like one day
Well,
Stephen
it's
King's
one
gonna write a
way.
book.
It's one way to sneak into the U.S., I guess.
That would be.
It's like the reverse. You ever heard that? Like you ship a piece of jail. Like I think it's from a TV show. They ship like a piece of a jail cell one piece at a time. And then you realize, oh no, I built myself into jail. It's just like that.
Well, there was also the joke from the movie Memphis Belle, where one of the pilots gets shot down over Nazi Germany, and he's all banged up from the crash, and so they're like, all right, we're gonna have to amputate your leg. He's like, oh, do me a favor, like next time you're over, England, drop it off my throw it out the window at my base, so my buddies know I'm okay. And they're like, okay, whatever, sure. Next week they have to amputate his arm, and they're like, hey, same thing, can you just go ahead and just toss that over at my base, so my buddies know I'm okay. And then like the third week they got to take out his foot, and he's like, hey, can you do that? And they're like, 9, this we cannot do any longer. Why not? Because we think you are trying to escape.
That's pretty good, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, what you guys been up to? It's been a minute since I know Ebi haven't been on the podcast in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, guys.
Yeah,
I
man.
actually thought you didn't like me anymore.
Oh no,
I'm getting too famous or something. Like I'm getting too much
yeah,
of
well,
a
that's very
midstream
true,
asshole.
man. You're too big for us, man.
Mm.
No, we just missed you, man. We missed you on having our easy access to our canals through the social medias that we know and love.
Yeah, I know, man. I just couldn't keep up with all that bullshit anymore.
No, I get it.
Pardon my French, but it was getting too crazy.
No, I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, it's a lot to handle sometimes. Yeah. But
I'm on Instagram now, and I'm pretty happy there. I'm just like
nice.
Uploading pics and just hanging out with people. It's probably the least crazy social media out there.
Yeah, and that's true. That's true.
Yeah. It's more based on just the art or the pictures. Yeah. There's not a lot of just ideas being floated around.
Yeah.
Or opinions, which seems to be like what everyone does on Twitter, and then everyone wants to fight over them.
Yeah, I'm relearning the forgotten art of keeping my opinions to myself.
Yeah, and that's something that I kind of had learned before, so like I just wade through Twitter and do my thing and just don't engage, because there's no point to it. You're just burning off all this time and energy that you can't afford.
Yeah, honestly, I had learned that a long time ago from exploring the forums back in the day. Because before Twitter and all that, that's what people did.
I remember back
exploring
in the
their
day,
ideas and everything. And then
the
what really taught me was one of my first times on 4chan. Holy shit, was that a
Holy
shit
no
show?
way! I did not touch 4chan. That was a no.
Yeah, I've never been there, but I'm kind of curious. It's kind of like LSD. I'm scared of it, but I'm also curious.
Yeah,
The best thing I could say is it is a true Wild West of what the internet used to be, in my opinion. Like, you'll find probably anything and everything there, but at the same time, some of the things you just kind of wish you can unsee.
Yeah.
But sadly, you won't be able to.
So, yeah, like LSD.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the same way. Pretty much.
Yeah, because I've tried that before, so I have personal hand experience with never being able to unsee a blue turtle that was really a wrapper for toilet paper.
It
It
was
was
like a rapper, like a musical rapper.
oh hell no, that would be fucking weirder than everything else.
It would be
Like even more weird than weird.
Exactly. I mean, because the way it came about is that I was walking to go get cigarettes, and me and my friend, who was on something else, but I kind of brought him into my trip, I guess. Me and him were looking at this thing, and he's like, "Do you see what I see?" I'm like, "A blue turtle," and he just like kind of stopped in his place, and he's like, "Fucking right." That's what it is, right? And I'm like, yeah, man. And we walk towards it because we're so excited. We're going to take it to our friend who loves the color blue and everything. And as we're walking by it, its shape becomes more and more really defined. And that's when we notice it's actually a whole wrapper, like one of those package wrappings that you see that you buy at the store for toilet paper, and it's just empty, but it's just on the middle of the road. So me and him are just walking, like, not even stopping because we see what it really is, and we're just like dumbfounded by it. We're like, how did that happen? Like, what the fuck was that?
It sounds like a mind transforming experience.
It really was. It opened my eyes for certain things, and I wouldn't say my eyes. I would say it opened my mind to certain things. Nah, not even my third eye. My brain was just lost in the whole, like, whoa, this is what it's like, huh? So this is what tripping is, huh? This is very different from what shrooms is.
Very true. Very true. Not that I would know.
I don't know. I've never tried either.
Yeah, me neither. I have friends who told me
kill you
that
in Spain if you do any drugs, I think.
No, we actually do have a culture of cocaine here. This is basically.
See, that's like the rich man's drug.
Yeah, they say that Spain is actually Europe's Mexico. I would say like it's Europe's Colombia. Yeah, more like that. Yeah.
Interesting. Yes, I know, but you're more of an alcohol man, is that right, Ibai?
Yeah, I'm an alcohol and tobacco man. I'm ATF. I'm alcohol, tobacco, and farms.
Yeah, it's very classic in that way.
Yeah, I'm an old school gentleman. I want a bottle of whiskey, a cigar, and an AK-47.
Nice. Yes, that's very perfect. Now, Ibai, it's Saturday, so you going to the movies today?
I was actually planning on going, but then I saw that the most interesting offer was a movie by M. Night Shyamalan.
I've seen that tomorrow, dude.
Yeah, apparently the plot is some guys go to the beach and they get old.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I forgot that's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I was like, wait, he has a movie out right now? What fucking
dude, I'll
movie?
let you know how it is. I'm seeing it tomorrow, so we'll see.
Yeah, you'll have to let us know. I mean, there's probably 2 movies of his that I like besides Sixth Sense, which I watched as a kid and I don't really remember much of, but The Signs and The Village are the only 2 movies where I was like, huh, that's actually pretty good.
I actually liked Unbreakable and Split, and then I saw Glass and I was like, this is like the M. Night Shyamalan life story. Like, you have a great start and you completely fuck it up.
You mean the East Rail the 177 trilogy? You mean that classic trilogy?
The ones in which if you read the titles all together, it reads Unbreakable, Split, Glass.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's the one.
I did enjoy Split, but yeah, that it was. They tried really hard with Glass. It had some good moments, but I didn't necessarily nail it all the way through. Really, yeah.
Wasn't it mainly based off of actual, not like superhero tropes, but like kind of like what Scott Snyder was trying to do before Scott Snyder did it, like back in early 2000s, I think it was when Unbreakable came out. Like he wanted to kind of create this superhero universe without people knowing that they were superheroes in a sense.
Yeah, I think it was like the ages old. What would it be like if superheroes were real?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
how would it be like if a regular guy had like super strength, and how would that impact his daily life and his family and all that? But I think it was an interesting idea. The movie's pretty okay. Split was
Unbreakable.
pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah,
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. Yeah, I like Unbreakable. It's good.
Mm.
I think it
Yeah,
holds up.
And
it's all about the spectrum. If one person's weak, then that has to be
Yeah.
someone that's strong. If there's
Yeah,
someone that's
Yeah.
that's a movie. That's a movie that resonated with me. Not only because it's like an apologetically loving of comic books. The speech that Samuel L. Jackson gives to that father who tries to buy an original page for his son. He goes, "Sir, this is art. This is not. No. This is not funny books." Yeah, but damn right.
Yeah, I like that, man. I love that. I love the whole comic book aspect
Yeah.
of the whole movie. Do that. It's great. Yeah. No, it is. It's a good. Yeah, I think that's probably one of his better ones. Of course, you mentioned Sixth Sense is great, but then
Well,
there's some stinkers in there. Village isn't. the
It
best.
isn't like super well, but for the twist that actually happens, you're kind of like, okay, I did not really see that coming. Like there's hints of it, but like you're kind of thinking more or less like, okay, are they like devil worshippers or like what the fuck is the secret?
Yeah, it's
Like them
clearly
living in
some
the
kind of
modern
cult.
age was like far from your mind in a sense, the way that they had everything built up, and it was like, okay, that's pretty fucking weird. But you know what? I can actually see that in reality.
Yeah, I think when he does do okay or well is when his twists kind of make sense. Like Bruce Willis was dead the whole time, and like they're in the modern age, or with signs it was all premonition of what was happening. Or like in Unbreakable, Samuel Jackson's really the bad guy. That's probably one of my favorite ones, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think Unbreakable would have worked without the final twist, but the final twist is like the final stitch that makes it all come together.
Interesting.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if the movie had ended with like Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis just shaking hands, that would have been a good movie. But the twist was, oh, okay, because this is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It has to have a twist.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
It's
But
not.
it was one of those ones where it was a twist, but it's also, like, is he really a bad guy? Because like he did this stuff, but he found this guy to do good. So do the ends justify the means?
That's the other thing. That's the other thing that resonated with me. That whole "why am I here" angle that Samuel L. Jackson's character has. Like, my life is shit, and I need to find a reason why. And I like comic books, so if this makes me a villain, that means that there's gotta be a superhero somewhere.
Let's be honest, though, dude. Samuel Jackson makes every movie better.
That's
like,
This is true.
Like, I haven't seen a movie I didn't like him in, honestly.
Like Snakes on a Plane.
I haven't seen that one. Oh, fuck.
Well, you got
that's probably
now.
the only movie I personally think Samuel L. Jackson, like, why the fuck did you take this movie?
Really?
I honestly think he did it for the cash grab. He probably gave them some arbitrary kind of thing, like
he actually
like Arnold did, where he's like, "I want $30 million."
No, I was gonna say that he actually did the movie because he thought the title was hilarious.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if the guy has an agent, but I think his agent gave him the manuscript for the original script, and he was like, "This is hilarious. I want to do this shit."
You guys know
this is crazy.
It's a sequel. Snakes on a Plane is a sequel movie. It's actually the sequel to Snakes on a Train. You can go look that up. It's an actual movie.
Huh.
Yeah. Not as popular though. Didn't have Samuel Jackson, I don't think.
So is it going to be snakes in an automobile next?
Yeah, really.
Next to
Probably.
a Tesla.
Probably, and it might even have oh man, what's his name? Damn it, I can't think of it right now. Because he was in that movie with John Candy.
Oh, Steve Martin?
Steve Martin.
Yeah, Steve Martin. I was thinking Harrison Ford for some reason. Probably because their facial features look a little alike.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, no, that's I could get it, man. There's not really anything. The only thing out is Jungle Cruise, I think, and what is the other one that's out right now?
The
Green
Suicide
Knight? Is
Squad.
Green Knight
Oh,
out?
Black Widow, I guess if you're into that, which I know
I
you
keep
guys not.
seeing something
Yeah.
about a movie called Green Knight, and I know nothing about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Green Knight. It's about the Sir Arthur, the Legend of the Green Knight. Gawain, what is it, Gawain or something?
Huh.
Sir Gawain.
I know it's from
Green
A24, the same people who did Midsummer, I think Heritage, and another movie like that.
They say it's good, dude.
I think it's going to be more of a classical, like a fantasy horror kind of thing based off of the King Arthur
can see
legend, where I'm kind of in between where, have you guys seen the movie The Ritual?
Yeah.
I kind of feel it's going to be more of a historical take of The Ritual kind of thing.
All right.
Where it's a natural progression that they have to go through, but there's going to be some kind of weird twist going on to where like an M. Night Shyamalan, but better than his, in my opinion.
So like the wall, like that movie, The Wall.
I'm trying to
With
think of
Matt
it.
Damon. Anybody see that one?
No, I
Isn't
don't
that the
think so.
one where he's like the Emperor of China or something
No,
like that?
Oh,
no.
yeah,
But
no,
he goes
yeah,
to
yeah.
China. He's like a white dude who goes to China.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
written by
okay.
yeah, it's written by Max Brooks, the guy who wrote
Really? That was
zombie-
written
yeah.
by Max Brooks.
Yeah, the zombie
That's-
survival guy.
He's in that Mel Brooks' son.
Yes, it is Mel Brooks' son.
Oh
yeah.
shit! I didn't know he wrote that.
Oh
one,
wow!
dude.
I always wondered what his son did.
His real claim to fame is World War Z, or the book version.
Yeah,
He
because
wrote the
the movie sucks balls.
Yeah, the movie is nothing like the book.
Wow.
So Mel
imagine-
Brooks' son became a writer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy,
Huh.
huh?
Yeah, that is pretty crazy because his father was a movie writer and a TV show writer, and I guess he was just like, you know what, fuck that industry. I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah. But I love it. I it's pretty cool. That's interesting. Yeah. Good book though, World War Z. It has a great audiobook too.
Yeah, no, the audiobook is great. It's like it's got like I think Henry Rollins and Mark Hamill playing
So
some
many
of the
great
characters.
actors, yeah. And what's great is that all the different sections have a different actor or actress playing them, so it really brings you into the moment and really makes you feel like, oh man, this is like this epic worldwide thing, and it's very cool. Yeah, I can't recommend it.
Jeremy Irons, man, brought up an interesting point. What do you guys think about the new Ghostbusters movie?
Ooh, that's a great question, dude.
I don't know, man.
I want to see it, and then I'll form my opinion. But I do want to see it.
I will agree with Scott, but I will say this: I'm not giving in to any fucking hype for it. Like movies and games and TV shows, all the hype for it, like it really just kind of ruins a lot of that shit for me because it's when you get into the hype, your expectation is far more greater than what it really is.
Well, there used to be a time in which being hyped for a movie was okay because the movies were actually awesome. Like I remember being really hyped for the Ninja Turtles movie when I was a kid, and I love the movie because it's a legit like good movie because it's based on the comics. You know, it's good for what it is.
I could see that. It's just like the way that they do hype nowadays is it's not good. It just gets you more hyped up so you can spend your money regardless if it's good or not. They just want you to spend that money.
Yeah, it's more of a swallow this just dumb stupid nerds thing,
Yes. And I will say there were a few things that I got really hyped for, like showing my nerdiness for Dynasty Warriors 9 And once when I started seeing all the reviews for it and how like everything was, and tried the demo for myself, I was like, nope, this ain't the Dynasty Warriors I know. Fuck this. No, thank you. That is not good. And that's one of the games that really taught me don't listen to fucking hype.
Yeah, I think hype is for kids and mega fans, and I'm just too dead inside to give into that.
I could see that. I could see for kids and everything because it's really hard to get them actually like hyped up for something because they're more. It's funny. They're more cynical than we are with it. It's like I don't know.
Now here's the real question: Do you think Afterlife is gonna just say, okay, the last Ghostbusters movie never happened, or are they gonna like somehow sneak it away in so it can all fit together somehow?
No, it's definitely just in line with the first two movies. Not
okay.
That's what I think. That's what I personally think. That it's kind of skipping over the 2016 Ghostbusters.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah, kind of how like the new Terminator movie kind of skipped over the other ones.
Because the 2016 wasn't in line with the other two movies. Like it's not a sequel.
Yeah,
it's a different universe.
Where with the Terminator, it's a little bit more of a different story because I've watched, I think almost all of them except for Dark Fate now. I personally would have rather have had Genesis than Dark Fate from what I've seen.
Yeah,
because at least it tries to progress the story a little bit more.
Not like it's a good movie, but at least it shows like some respect. It's not like just gonna send the Terminator back in time and just rewrite the entire history, you know.
Well, the mistake was letting someone else direct it. He should have just directed it himself.
No. The main mistake was getting rid of John Connor.
Well, that too.
That was the real mistake.
Lame.
Like once when everybody found that out, they're all like, "What's the fucking point of watching the movie?"
It seems so spiteful to me because I know that I know they were mad that in the third movie, whatever, that they get rid of Sarah Connor off screen. But then to come back and just do that to the other characters seemed like, well, why wouldn't you just have them both? I don't understand.
Well, with Linda Hamilton, she didn't want to be part of Terminator 3. She was done with that series.
But like for Dark Fate, like why wouldn't they just have both Sarah Connor and John Connor? I think they like a duo, like a team up. Let's see them do some shit together.
That's what I personally would have liked to see.
Right?
They should have asked the question, do we need another Terminator?
That too.
Honestly, that should always be the first question. But from what we've seen now, especially with the Predator, more Alien movies coming out, I don't think they're going to make another Alien movie, especially after Alien Covenant.
You don't think so?
Because I heard that
I'm sure they
bombed.
I'm sure
I heard it bombed so bad.
If you knowing Hollywood, they're going to milk these IPs into the ground, man.
Probably. I bet you what it is that if the newest Aliens game that comes out is doing really good, they'll do it. Mm-hmm. But if not, they're not going to, because I mean, one,
Alien vs. Predator
do they
3.
need another Aliens movie? And
maybe
two,
we'll do AVP 3.
Oh fuck no! I hope not, dude. That shit is. The first movie was okay because it's like, oh, okay, nice little crossover. Second one is them trying to make their own universe out of that shit, and it's like, just don't do that. That is. Do you need, like what Scott said? Do you need another movie like that?
Oh man, we're having some great.
It's like asking, do we really need a Freddy versus Jason 3 or 2?
Although Omen comments in the chat with a counterpoint says, "I love Alien Covenant dying for a sequel." So there are some fans out there.
There are fans. I won't deny that.
Yeah,
why are you this way? What happened to you?
Who are you? He was infected by an alien. I think it's a long story. It's a long story. But no, I mean, it's true. I mean, there are fans out there for everything. So
yeah, it's fine. I just think that it's like a bit of a sad ending for the Alien franchise because it became like kind of one of its own ripoffs. Like Alien Covenant felt more like a 1980s Roger Corman movie, like Galaxy of Terror or something like that, more like a legit Alien movie.
Wasn't that Alien Covenant a sequel to Prometheus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I never saw
and it's still supposed to be a prequel to Alien, which I don't understand on how.
Is that the one where the android goes like bonkers and?
I gotta watch that movie, dude.
The original Alien?
No, or was Covenant. That Covenant?
Shit, I gotta watch that now.
See,
Prometheus
there's-
or Covenant, where the AI basically like takes over.
Huh.
Yeah,
And
the aliens aren't aliens anymore. They're just artificial constructs made by an AI. So they're
Yeah,
not
so
technically
is Covenant.
aliens.
Okay.
like it's basically an AI trying to play God in a sense. I think that's kind of what he's exploring with his concept and theme is when we have already started playing God with AI, what's the next step for AI when they want to start playing God? What are they going to do? You know, and it seems like throughout what's been going on with Prometheus and Covenant that in my opinion David's not necessarily just trying to create life, he's actually trying to create the universal apex predator. Any like a creature that can survive any temperature, any environment, and can easily adapt.
So
that's what I think he's trying to do.
So he's trying to make the better cockroach.
Basically, but give it a predator aspect to it, to where it can
Speaking
hunt for
of
itself,
Predator,
not be a scavenger.
What about that new Predator movie? Did anyone see that one?
No.
I didn't see it personally, so I personally have no opinion. I've heard that it's a
Pretty
mix
bad.
of feelings. A lot of like older fans of the original were like, "This is not Predator."
Wait,
where a lot of
who's
the
in
people
it,
who came in from Alien versus Predator are like, "This is pretty good."
Oh, but it's got Keegan-Michael Key in it. I mean, come on.
I heard he was he was too much of a comic relief.
Too much. Well, I mean, he is pretty funny, so I guess that's fair.
Are you talking about the new one?
Yeah,
yeah.
Where it has like the army guys and it was okay.
Just okay.
It was just okay.
You know, if it had been not a Predator movie like any other kind of Alien, I would have actually liked it. But
wow.
as a Predator sequel,
it didn't work as a Predator sequel.
Yeah, it completely fucked up the tone of the other two movies.
Yeah,
it was too much of a
that.
comedy. Yeah, it was like too kid friendly,
too goofy.
Yeah, we had like straight up good Predators now that regardless will kill anything on their path. Okay, yeah, no.
Did anyone watch Tenet? I think that's like the last movie that I watched that I kind of enjoyed.
I've watched a few things for it. I do want to check it out because it is a Christopher Nolan movie, and he tries doing like high concept movies. So I'm really interested in it.
You know who's in it too?
I kind of want to watch it again.
Well, I was gonna say, do you know who the actor is? I just found today that's the main actor and is Denzel Washington's son.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Oh,
yeah, Denzel's like 60 years old, something like that.
He's in. What else is he in? He's in Black Klansman.
Yeah, that's
he was on, He was on Ballers with The Rock.
Damn.
Is where I first saw him.
He's good. I like him. He's a good actor.
I didn't know that was his son. Oh, that's
right?
Cool. Yeah, I like him. Yeah. It's also got the dude from Twilight.
Yeah.
But he's actually really good.
Yeah, it does. It does. To be honest, he's probably the only actor from that shit, including Kristen Stewart, who's actually been able to really move on from that like gig.
Yeah,
I think he's actually a pretty good actor. I've seen in a couple of things like Good Time. You guys seen that movie?
I have not, but even thinking back before Twilight, he was in Harry Potter in Part 3.
He was?
The Goblet of Fire. Yeah, he was the one that dies at the end. Yep. Spoiler alert for a story that's like 20 years old.
He did?
Yeah,
he's the one that who gets killed once when Voldemort's revived or whatever the fuck. And
he was Harry's
once when I watched Twilight with my fiance, I was like, "Hey, that's that one guy from Harry Potter," and she's like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's in Harry Potter." And she's like, looking it up. She's like, "Holy shit!" I'm like,
"One guy from."
I thought that was him.
But yeah, he's pretty good in Tenet. I really liked his character in that.
Very true.
Yeah, that I'm not gonna ruin that because it's
trippy movie, dude.
Yeah.
Just really be like not don't be as inebriated as you might normally be when you watch a movie. Because that
I kind of figured because like I said, it's more of a high concept movie like Inception, where it's doing mind bending things, like literal mind bending.
It's actually trippier than like even like what's that other one he did? Inception.
It's way trippier because I'm still kind of like replaying the scenes in my head. I'm like, how does this work again?
But somehow it's like it all makes sense by the end of it because it's Christopher Nolan and he just makes it all work.
My question for you guys is, even thinking about comics, what do you think? How do you think Robert Pattinson is going to do for Batman?
Ooh.
Again, going
You
back
okay
to
over there, Ibai? Oh God.
our earlier conversation is like Batman and Robin broke me for hype, so I'll watch it, but I'll make my decision after.
Batman and Robin?
Yeah, the movie.
The one with George Clooney. I completely agree with you. That movie, holy shit! I almost didn't watch the Batman Begins movie with the Christopher Nolan trilogy just because of that. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Only movie I've literally come out of the theater angry, like that I spent my time on it. The only way I will watch it now is I heard about this. There's if you get the DVD, there is a director commentary where Joel Schumacher just spends the entire audio track apologizing to the audience. I'm not even kidding. That's what I heard. Like,
well, to be honest,
what was I thinking?
I don't think it's his fault because it's known that it was the producers who actually pushed him in a more kid-friendly direction. He actually wanted to do something darker.
I will admit to that too. I did a lot because I went on a kind of like behind the scenes for all the Batman kind of binge and all that. From what I heard, that is true. And not only that, he wasn't just pushed towards it, but even the writers were, which is where you get that fucking scene where Batman and Robin are fighting over Poison Ivy, and they're like, he's like, oh, I'll give you like $100,000 kind of thing. And Batman's like, how about $1 million? He's like, where the fuck are you going to get that cash? And he pulls out a credit card and he's like, really? The Bat card? And he's like, I never leave the cave without it. And like, even as a kid, I was like, that is so fucking dumb.
You cringed before knowing what cringe was.
Exactly. Yes. I think back then we probably had a different word for it, which is just maybe even just Jean-Luc facepalm.
Or looking through your eye, like fingers, like scared to watch.
Here's
kind of. You kind of wanted to do that with that movie because it's just so bad.
Here's an unpopular opinion, though. Here's an unpopular opinion. I think Batman Forever is probably the most faithful 1990s Batman film, like faithful to the comic books.
Out of those, for the 1990s, Val Kilmer's Batman is my favorite. Yeah,
it's a good one. I like.
In my opinion, he does the best Bruce Wayne.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
I mean, the whole, that Robin, who's more like a Tim Drake type character, wants to kill Two-Face, and that conflict that has with Batman, but why Batman doesn't kill, even though he has killed a shitload of people in the previous two movies. But regardless, I think that was pretty close to the comic books.
Yeah, I agree. And like they had a lot of kind of weird aesthetics, for the time, like that a lot of that neon stuff, which I think turned a lot.
I think they were trying to do more of a modernization of cyberpunkness, that's my interpretation of it, because it looked very steampunk, but it looked just modern style instead of futuristic. So I think it was their way, and I think that's why Batman and Robin actually did that aesthetic too, because it was already established with the one before that, and they're trying to kind of make it in the same lines of it, but maybe like later on in the future kind of thing. Not like next week.
Yeah, it's after all, it's like comic book futurism. Like Marvel and DC are always like 10 years ahead of us in technology.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, all comics are cyberpunk.
I can kind of see that because a lot of I can really see that, because it seems like any kind of story that has superpowers or powers of some type, there has to be a technological advance with it. Because it's kind of like our way of sorry, a thought just crossed my mind. It's kind of like we're
like a revelation,
superheroes and comics are basically the modern age Odyssey stories,
I think I
where
just incepted, Matt.
the humans have to be better than the gods to overcome the gods, in a sense. So instead of like a self progression of like who you are as a person and not worshiping the gods, it's the betterment of the entire society with technological advances to be able to help stop beings like that in case there's ever a danger of Superman turning evil.
I was going to
So
say
yeah,
that's like
that's-
Superman for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, or Fantastic Four with Galactus and Kang and all that, you know?
Yeah, trying to create a better society for tomorrow, you know. And that's kind of funny. I just thought about that because that's kind of what the Odyssey was all about, in a sense,
yeah,
at the
man.
very end of it.
I mean, the Odyssey is like the all superhero. I feel like it totally is like the hero's journey, in a sense.
I personally think it was the first real hero's journey ever told, like actually written down, so to speak. You know, because that's exactly what Odysseus basically goes through. Or shit, I forget what they
Definitely
actually
one of the
call
best.
it in Greece.
For sure. You know what I mean? And it's so applicable. Like you can transform that story into any setting, and it works. You know what I mean?
I've always wanted to see somebody do like a comic adaptation or an animated kind of thing with it,
I'm
or
sure
even an anime, like balls to the wall anime kind of style. That would be awesome.
I'm sure you guys know there's an anime, a 1980s anime called Ulysses 31, which is basically the Odyssey in like space opera fashion.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Google this shit up.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up, man.
Yeah, see, that's like I'm saying, that's a classic. That's a timeless story, man. So classic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
just like with
sequel, right? It's the sequel to Troy.
To the Iliad.
Oh, Iliad, right.
Yeah, which is the story of Troy, basically.
Right. Okay, interesting.
And the war of the civil war between the gods, basically. I find it absolutely hilarious that Disney has made it like very permeated, and even like regular stories, except for God of War, actually permeated Hades being an evil guy, even though he was just the guy like just sitting back while Poseidon's more of the evil guy and Zeus is more of the evil guy, and they're the ones fighting each other. Meanwhile, Hades is just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just here chilling, man.
They're all kind of dicks in the real mythology.
Oh yeah. But I mean, that's probably indicative to on how people of power were back then. You know, that's what I personally think a lot of mythologies are. It's just the stories of the
basically
heroes.
Greek mythology and most of the old civilizations mythology was about human flaws, about like greed and lust and all that.
Yeah, and then like the ones that we call the gods are the people who are the virtuous people of those civilizations. You know, like I think with the Silk Road and everything, I think China but probably adapted a lot of our style of doing things for stuff like that, or even us with them, you know, vice versa. Because I didn't even know about this until I did some more research into the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. But there is this person who was a general back then called Guan Yu, and he was deified as the god of war and wealth. And I was like, wait, but he's a historical person. But they deified him because his stories were so fucking grand and so amazing that they were like, no, you gotta deify him. You have to. And I was like,
I have a new life goal now, to be so badass that I get deified as the god of war.
Yeah, man, that'd
be exactly.
I'll get on with it.
Good luck, dude.
I wonder what his life really was like.
Maybe that's what every dictator's goal is.
Saint Canalis.
Well, I'm in Spain, so we're not strange to dictators. You know, one more or less. Who cares?
Will you be the patron saint of badassery?
That's different.
That's a noble goal to be.
That is a good one. Isn't that what Samuel Jackson is?
I guess that's true.
I guess I have to fight him now.
Yeah, you might have to.
Hey, somebody's got to take out the old guard. You know,
it's time for the new guard, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the state of the world. The old always must go, and the new must come in.
Yeah, man, it's very true, man. You've been training your whole life for this moment.
No, I see it clearly. I've been training my whole life to beat the shit out of Samuel L. Jackson.
It's incredible.
The future is now, old man.
Yes. We just film it. Please just film it. Whatever you do.
Yeah, just
like to be there.
don't do what all those YouTubers and TikTokers do, where they challenge each other to a boxing fight. For television or whatever the fuck. No.
Yeah, no, I would probably flagrantly assault him from behind. Because if he can stand up to me if I'm attacking him from behind without warning, then he's not such a badass, is he? Like, come on, you can just jump Batman.
You can try. I don't think
You
that's gonna
certainly
work.
can try.
Well, there may be
Could be
one
happening.
person who might be able to. Would it be successful? I'd give him about a 25% chance, and that's probably the guy who plays the Mountain, because it's not like he only got that rip for the show Game of Thrones. They chose him for goddamn good reason. He's actually a real bodybuilder, and he really knows on how to fight.
Man.
He used to be.
I heard he used to be
a boxer.
I think he's actually a champion strongman.
Yeah, I know he's in bodybuilding competitions,
No,
but
pictures up, Joe. What's his name?
oh shit, I don't know his
I think his
name.
name is the Mountain in real life, right? I think that's actually what they call. I think they took the name in the show from. They really call him the Mountain. I think.
There you go. I'm gonna
Didn't he,
put it in the chat.
Lift some rock or something that supposedly Thor did or something like that?
Like the real Thor or the Chris Hemsworth Thor?
Like the real Thor.
The mythological Thor.
Yeah, the
Shit,
mythological
son.
Thor.
I don't know.
There was something like Thor was able to pick up. It was like this rock or this stump or something, and this guy did it.
This dude.
Yep.
Oh, yo.
I don't think it was that rock. That
My
was too
head
modern.
is the size of his bicep.
Yeah. Yeah, and I bet you, even if I were to stand next to him, I'm 6'1". His body would probably outweigh mine, and I'm fat too. And he would probably still stand a foot taller than me, because I think he's like 7'2", 7'3".
Now let's compare that to The Rock in Black Adam. How's The Rock looking these days? Can we get a? Here we go. Pretty yoked. I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing about The Rock is that he's going more for the looks.
That's true. That's true. That is a good point.
And the mountain can actually crush.
He can actually. Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yes, and I think even the Mountain actually was in military. I think before he started bodybuilding. I think he started bodybuilding. Bodybuilding because he was out of the military, and he's like, "That I want to keep this. I want to keep this body." That's actually why my brother did it. He got into like weightlifting and all that shit because he was losing.
That's why we all got to get on Marvel
from when
movies,
he was in the Marines.
We got to get on Marvel movies so we can all look like that.
Have you guys seen what The Rock looked like in high school?
Oh yeah, he looked like me in high school.
Oh yeah, he looked kind of like a dork, didn't he?
No, he looked like he was 30. He literally looked like a grown-ass man, and no one wanted to hang out with him because they thought he was an undercover cop.
Oh, jeez, dude.
I actually had that problem.
That's basically me. I looked like I was 25 when I was in my senior year.
I had a full beard when I was 16.
Really? Wow,
yeah, I had like long hair and a full beard. I was a metalhead.
That's crazy.
Yeah, metalhead and everything. Well, also Juggalo too, but that's a different story.
Just so everyone knows, there's a difference between a juggalo and a gigolo. I just want to make sure everybody knows that because I didn't know that for a while. So, just want to.
I do got to remember, not everybody knows of ICP in St. Cloud Plaza. So
I actually had to explain to an attorney what a juggalo was.
Oh my god,
that's too funny, dude.
Because oddly, I recognized the tattoo. I'm like, oh, this guy's a juggalo, and they're like, what's that? And I'm like, okay.
My god, is that some sort of gang?
Oh god, dude. Yeah, I remember when the FBI labeled them as a gang. Like a gang organization, and it's like fucking Jean-Luc Picard facepalm all across America for juggalos.
Not to get extremely political, but can we all agree that the FBI is a joke?
Most of the time, oh fuck yeah, fuck yeah. But when it comes to money and drugs, oh hell no.
Don't come fuck your shit up, man.
Yeah, you don't fuck with the U.S.'s money. You don't fuck with that. IRS will come after you. Hardcore.
Do you hear the government finally sold that not the Tupac album? What was it? The Who is the Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang
Clan?
Clan?
They finally sold the Wu-Tang Clan album. They got like
Oh
they
shit!
got
That
$7
one dude
million
had.
back.
Oh shit! That means they were able to seize it. Nice.
Yup. They seized it and then they sold it off and they got like a bunch of money back, like $7 million.
Now I bet you that $7 million magically went missing the next day.
My God. But
Well, we all know what it goes to. Black budgets.
Or
Released the damn album.
where did the money go? I don't know. It was next to the cocaine locker. The
Oh,
cocaine
God dang
locker's
it.
empty too.
Oh fuck! Where's Bob? Bob's gone too. No.
I will say there is a comment from Jeremy Ironsman saying fucking magnets. How do they work? Miracles. That's actually really funny because that's actually an ICP thing from Shaggy 2 Dope.
Oh,
He says that in a song, yeah. And it's meant to be funny, but everybody made a meme out of it, and now he kind of hates it. He's like, God damn it.
Well, speaking of magnets, y'all should go see Fast 9, the Fast Saga, out on demand now. Go watch it. There's magnets.
To be honest, I'm gonna wait until it's done out of theaters or whatever. Mainly because I actually kind of want to watch it because I want to see on how balls to the wall anime style they're getting now.
Oh, it's on demand now, man.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Because once when you told me that they're basically real life anime, I was like, holy shit, you're so right.
Ebai, did you see that one, man?
No, I know I've seen a couple of Fast and Furious movies, but I'm not sure which one are them. I know I
you
saw.
gotta rent it if you get a chance.
I know I actually enjoyed Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Fun.
That was a fun spin-off. Yeah.
Michael has all of them. If you're over at his place, he'll show them to you.
Yeah, I'll show you my collection, bro. I got a 4K collection, whole thing.
Do you have Dom Toretto's car as well?
No, I don't have any models of Dom Toretto's car, but that's a good. I probably should put that on my shelf somewhere. That's probably a good idea. Yeah. Then I gotta say, like, I just gotta start walking around and say family. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to tell everyone. Gather your best family, gather your popcorn, and strap in for the ride. That's all I can say.
I will say those fucking family memes are some goddamn gold sometimes. Those are some of the best. Those are some of the best memes I've seen for the family ones. Man.
There's an art form to it. There's the ones where it's just like you just take the family quote and throw it in a movie. It does nothing for me. But you take the quote, you put it in a movie, and then you have some sort of image of Dom doing something stupid with his car. Then it's gold.
Or even just him by himself when they're like, you can't fight that. You're by yourself. He's like, I don't need to be by myself. I got family. Some stupid shit like that. Oh fuck. Like, I can't remember exactly the wording, but there was one where it's like, he's like, don't worry, Batman. I got this. I could beat Bane. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, don't worry. I got the power of family.
I know that one.
I was like, holy shit, what a way to make a fucking fairy tale meme into fucking Fast and Furious.
I like the one with Obi-Wan only because I'm a huge Star Wars prequel nerd, more like a meme nerd, and the one in which like Obi-Wan tells him, don't try it, they have the high ground. And he's like, I don't need the high ground when I have family.
Yeah, what was the other one? Is they had one for Invincible where he's just like, I see your mom as more of a pet. What the hell? You don't talk about family like that.
Wait, these aren't even Fast and Furious anymore.
And then they did have a Star Wars. There was a Star Wars one too where like Anakin's flying in his ship and he looks over and Dom's just in his car.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
There it is. Yeah, that's the
one. You don't need logic when you got family.
Oh, fuck. So some of those are great. What I've been kind of getting into, because my friend's been sending them, a lot of them to me because he's in a group with it, is like these memes with Joe Rogan where he's doing his UFC commentator where after the fight he always goes up and talks to the people. And like some of these pictures are just genius levels of doing it. Like in one of them, it's the Titanic sinking and you see Jack sink and then kind of like a crocodile or an alligator, you see Joe Rogan pop up, like sticking out his microphone for an interview with Rose. And it's like, how do you feel about that?
Oh, that's funny, dude. Gotta love a good meme.
It's the only thing that I
Always.
enjoy. It's the only thing that I enjoy from this current timeline. The memes, everything else sucks.
Yeah, that's very true. We are in the darkest timeline after all.
Mm,
Well, what have we got going on this week with Wikid Comics?
Wicked Comics.
I
What
don't
do we
think
got
we-
going on this
I don't
week?
think
Just
we talked about that. Didn't we find a stash of Decimators 1?
we got some new Decimators out. Yep, we found I think like 20,
Nice.
30 Decimators books we found wrapped up in mint condition. So the volume 1 is back in stock on the store.
Ooh, that's very nice because I know the second print runs pretty much starting to get in process, right?
Yeah, we're just on the finishing everything up. Hopefully, should just be another week or two, and we'll have the books available for everyone.
well, you guys aren't trying to say that I'm famous all of a sudden, right? So if I want my own trailer.
Oh yes, we can definitely get you a
You want your
Decimators trailer. Do you mind if it's like 3D printed and is only 2 to 3 inches tall, or does it have to be
Well,
like life size?
It's better than the one that I have now, which is non-existent. So I'll
Oh,
take it.
good. Okay. I'll get
We'll
all
build
3
from
pieces.
there. We'll
Yeah.
build from there.
We'll just have to get a bunch of investors and just tell them, oh, it's probably a mistake, blah blah blah, and then this way we can amass millions. And then when we actually build it, it'll really be 2 to 3 inches tall.
It'll be
Or
amazing.
it'll be like what is that? Spinal Tap when they try to make Stonehenge. It's like 11 inches because they put the markings for inches instead of feet in their
Oh
diagram.
god. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, yes, I mean, I would definitely love to fund a giant trailer for eBay to roam around America and do his thing. So
hit up all
let's
the
see what. Come on,
conventions.
sponsors, let's go.
Yeah, or
We'll
just
make
live
a
away
show
from
out of it, dude.
society.
We'll do a whole show out of it. I'll follow along with the camera.
Yeah, cannot,
Hey, if
cannot
we're
just
looking,
hire-
if we're going to be looking for sponsors to help out with this, there's no better place to look than Raid Shadow Legends. Okay, we all
True,
know that they
man.
love throwing away money.
I think we got some connects there too. We could probably make something work, man.
it's still more dignified than Manscaped. Like
Well,
trim your
I
hair
think that goes
balls.
without saying, man.
Or was it
Trim your balls. What kind of merchandising is that? Come on.
the Sasquatch soap or whatever it is?
Oh fuck!
These are some very specific products, targeting some very specific audiences.
Oh yeah, especially with them Raycons.
The Raycons? What's the Raycon?
It's a fucking headphone that hell people that I watch on YouTube that they're sponsored by them here and there. But they always like make it a point to say that like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre loves them, and it's like, okay, first off, I know it's most likely bullshit because Dr. Dre created the beats and they're a competitor to the beats. So why the fuck would he say that?
That's bullshit.
So like to
we
me,
have the best coffee. In New
that's
York,
why I make it a joke out of it because to me, it's the same thing as fucking Raid Shadow Legends. They love throwing their money at people.
Sometimes it
I
works.
get it.
You throw the money until it sticks.
But
hey, if it's working for them and they're making millions, good for them.
I do want to shout out. It's by Indie Comics Day today. So
shit, that's today.
Please go. Yeah, it's going on today. Please go out and support your favorite indie comic creators, and of course, we are doing a promo at the Wikid store right now. 25% off for the entire order when you pick up books at our web store. So go put out
5%. You can't get Wrath Chapter 2 in physical though, because I sold them all.
Yes, but soon you will be able to. We are, as we mentioned, stocking up. But yeah, for now, no. But you can't get the first one. There's still first ones you can get, I believe, right?
Yeah, you can still get Wrath Chapter 1.
There's the link up on the website. As I mentioned, promo code BY Indie. And go support all your other. If there's other promos out there or other creators you want to pick up, I highly encourage you to go do so. Today's a great day to do that. So.
And that's one thing and eBay probably already knew this because he's got like 6 or like a ton of books out. But once you get like more than one book out, it's easier to sell them.
Very
yeah,
true.
I guess. Yeah. That's something that I really don't know why, but yeah, it happens.
And we're looking forward to bring those to the convention. We're going to be coming back to conventions this September with SAC Anime.
Cool.
And really excited. It's going to be over Labor Day weekend. So if you're in the Sacramento area, definitely stop on by and say hi. And we're going to be having all our new books on display there.
I believe I will be there Friday.
Yep, Scott's going to be there. And me and Matt are going to be there. The whole Matt's going to be there Saturday, Sunday. I believe Scott's going to be there Friday. And I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So there's plenty of days to come hang out and chat with us. And we'll be selling books. And yeah, it should be fun. It's gonna be a big setup. We're gonna be starting this week, getting everything ready. But we're gonna have a nice 3D display with the books all displayed, facing you, so will be easy to see. There'll be a nice screen on the wall. Hopefully, we're gonna show some trailers or some videos or something. We'll put something up on there, some screensavers, something, and we're gonna have posters, of course. Should be good. Oh, and our banner, of course, we'll have our banner as well. So yeah, it should be dope. But yeah.
Well, I got a quick question for both Ebi and Scott. How is progression for your guys' comics coming along?
Scott, do I have? No.
Hmm?
Okay. Oh shit!
He dropped.
Oof.
Did we scare him?
I think so, dude.
Possibly with that
Got really
question.
nervous,
He's
dude.
like,
He got really
I'm
nervous,
gonna
bro.
Probably, yeah, bro. That's
Oh,
that's
shit.
like
Oh,
asking
no.
a Spanish comic artist about the situation of the comic book industry in his country.
Yeah, it is very
We'll go
true.
ape shit and
Oof.
just jump through the nearest
You kind of
window.
like start sweating like really profusely, looking around like, oh my god, is there an exit? Like, oh my
yeah,
god.
it's like that Jordan Peele meme, with like sweating.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if you saw
that
that.
skit that meme is associated with. Holy shit! I haven't watched that in a long time, and then I watched it again. I was like, I forgot this is all about like just him watching porn.
I don't know if you guys have
Like, I
seen,
totally forgot about that.
I don't know if you've seen the recent video of there was a viral video where this guy at a baseball game was asking his girlfriend to marry him. It was like and they were up like standing on top of the dugout and everything, and then she gets down on his one knee and asks her, and she like started kind of like I was just saying, like starts panicking, looking around like, oh god, and then she's like moving her hands like move, I gotta go, move, and she just runs away, and he's just like, oh what, babe, what?
Damn, that is one way to get a no. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
really, dude.
I would have gotten the message right then and there. Been like, all right, fine, your last bitch.
That was crazy, bro. Like, and people were cheering too, they were clapping and shit, and then it would like quickly turn sour. All
Oof,
bad.
yeah.
All bad. I was like, oof. So that's kind of like the same situation. I'd be Ebi. He'd be like, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
too old to try and disguise the fact that I'm.
Shit.
Daddy,
dude.
what? Did we
We're
lose
talking
him
about-
as well?
No, can you guys hear me?
You could.
Yeah, I can hear
You
you.
cut out there towards the end.
Yeah, I guess it's my superior Spanish internet at work again.
I can't keep up with our lame American internet.
No, more like we can't keep up with his superior Spanish internet.
Oh, that's what I meant to say. What did I say?
I don't know where it's
Opposite.
worse. I think in socialist countries it's better. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
There would probably it's a little strange because a lot of internet providers here will throttle you after a while, and also depending on how much energy consumption as well there is in your area too. So I think what it is that in socialized places it may not have that much of a throttling issue for certain people because it's more made to be like, no, it's there for everyone. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's basically the socialist mindset too.
Yeah, so Now that I'm thinking about it, would they throttle it?
I think I incepted Matt once again.
Huh?
I planted an idea in your mind, like I incepted you.
In a sense, you kind of did, because I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, but if it's being provided by a company that's not owned by the state, they would want more money, so they would be more incentivized to throttle people. But if they're in a place that's more of a socialist area, I don't know if they would. I don't know if they would.
We don't have enough experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I mean, out here, if you don't pay your fucking bill, they just turn it off.
It's different. It's different. But socialism is like where it's like a collective thing, right?
Yes and no.
Collective.
Yes and no.
People collectively own things.
So okay,
People own.
Socialism is basically the government. I mean, I'm speaking in theory. Like the government takes your money and then redistributes it for the benefit of society. Like that's the theory.
Yeah.
Of course, that's fine if you believe that the government is formed by really noble and uncorruptible people, which I don't. So you know.
Yeah, me and Canales, I believe, have more of the same view on that kind of situation. I mean, I will admit I used to be a communist, and I got out of that pipe dream, I should say, because I mean, I don't believe in utopias anymore, because I understand that there is good and evil in the world. You know, that's not an arbitrary thing. That's a real thing.
Yep. Actually, I had a mystic friend, because for some reason I tend to attract women who are into mysticism and occultism and all that. I don't know why. It's I guess it's my charming personality. But she opened my eyes to the fact that why a utopia is impossible. Like it will never happen, because we haven't come to this world to be comfortable and happy. Like this reality, and this is of course her theory. I'm not saying that I believe it. I just find it interesting. This reality is more like a boot camp. Like we're here to learn and endure and evolve. You can do that if you're like feeling content and happy. This is why we are currently self-destructing at the peak of our civilization. We've never been happier and safer, and that's why we want to destroy it and start again.
You know what's funny? That is very true, because that happens throughout a lot of history. Like that's kind of what happened with the Romans. That's exactly what happened with Greece and Macedonia when it took over. Even a lot of Chinese dynasties happened that way. Like the Han, the Qin, the Sui, I think even the Ming dynasty kind of ended in a really self-imploding way, in a sense. And there's even historians saying that we're in that state right now with America, as well as the EU.
Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. Yes, we're in that period in which the barbarians are trying to run through the gates and rape our cattle.
Wait, rape our cattle?
Yeah, and it's the other way around, like rape our women.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they're barbarians, so you know what.
They do whatever the hell they want. Who cares? To them, it's just pillage and raping. It's the same old thing. But
shit.
More like Viking shit, really. Even though in history, Vikings would raid first and then assimilate later.
When I understand Vikings, there's a lot more to the Vikings than people can necessarily give them credit for.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, they were the first people to actually hit the Western Hemisphere, basically. Like the Americas and everything. They were the first ones. They did it like 900 AD. Then the Chinese hit the West Coast on like 1100 AD or something like that. And then Christopher Columbus like 400 years after that. Even though he didn't really technically touch America, he touched like Cuba, the Caribbeans.
They were like one of the first seafaring civilizations, right? Well, not really, but like really long-term seafaring civilizations.
Yes, they were the first actual ones to actually go on like true expeditions, months at a time. Like I think that's how they actually discovered Iceland and Greenland, was just going on expeditions to try and find places where they can raid or places that they can actually grab food.
Interesting, man. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on in the chat? We have
Oh shit.
an invite here
no.
talking about
fuck.
figure
my
and
bad.
maggots.
I'm gonna go ahead and fucking put that user in timeout.
I don't know why I find that.
Let's see if I can fucking get rid of that shit.
Yeah, and also the Queen of England. We have a royalty here.
Oh my god, what's going on with our chat? Our chat is fucking.
Yeah, what's going on, Brits? Come on.
Jesus Christ. At least I can delete the comments, but I won't let you delete them this time. Oh, Scott's in the background.
Why am I laughing? I don't know why I find it.
Jesus. I'll figure it out.
I mean that's just stuff that I come to expect with live streams and certain things like that. With it's just bound to happen here and there. You know, I'm not going to feed into that crap. I don't really care. I mean, sorry, I was watching my neighbor do something, and I was like, "What the hell is she doing?"
Each time I put him in timeout, I get rid of their comment. You have to be putting. You have to do a timeout for every time you've done something bad, and I hope you think about what you've done.
Hey, I'm back.
Yo, Skull, what up?
I lost my internet, so I'm on my phone. That's why I'm a smaller version of the rage puppy.
Yeah, little rage puppy. Oh no, I blocked Neostar. My bad.
I was actually about to tell you that because I had just noticed it.
Oh fuck, my bad, Neostar.
Sorry about that, Neostar.
He'll be back in 5 minutes, though, so he'll be back soon. Sorry about that, man. I guess I got a little block happy there for a second.
You did.
Didn't know my own power.
Like the one person that didn't deserve it.
Sorry, man. He's like, come on, man.
That's messed up.
There's a lot going on for that, so yeah. But yeah, you're back. What happened, man? Did you drop?
Yeah, apparently. What was it? Yeah, internet went out in my house, so I'm using.
I wondered if the power went out, but
phone.
You're good, I guess.
No, the power's still good. That's just your problem.
Well, I have what pisses me off is I have solar, so I'm like, come on, guys. What you guys are messing up. I'm also on the hospital grid, so usually our it goes back in like right away, but this time it didn't kick in.
They were on the generators.
Yeah, probably true.
And probably what it was that it was just most likely something happening over to where their main server is for all that stuff, or like the main grid is. So that's probably what happened. Your section just went offline, so no electricity can be converted. Yeah. So that was probably what was going on.
Yeah, even our meter was off completely. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I can see that.
Most solar, unless you have like the battery storage, which is a ton of money, usually worth it. It doesn't work when the power's off because you're still hooked to the grid.
That's interesting. That's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're technically still in the grid, so that's why you use power with the solar. But man, does it cut down on your electrical usage.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's for sure, man. Yeah, it's definitely, from what I understand, a worthwhile investment.
Well, the thing is, it also depends on where you live. Like where we live, yeah, totally worth it because we just, like,
super sunny,
nothing but sun. So, like,
yeah, not only that, you guys live in like true suburbia in a sense.
Yeah, there's no trees that big that block it. You know, I mean, there's some houses that you'd probably have issues with the trees, but. No, it's yeah. I got it a couple, like I think it was last year, and then I upgraded my my HVAC system, and this year's just been fantastic. I'm like, oh gosh, it's actually hot outside, and my house is still like nice and comfortable. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, it's been pretty hot. I heard the other day that where Matt's at, it was like really like super hot, like almost 100 degrees or something, man. Right?
Oh, dude, that's pretty normal for us. I mean, the hottest it's been this year was 113, 114, and then the hottest I've ever seen it here was, I think 115 or 116, and that was like a year or two ago, around the time of the car fire happening.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
Yeah, just that within itself, just still thinking about that time, that was
says Reading this year already has observed 27 days of 100+ degree weather since the
yeah,
year.
yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
I mean, to be honest, I'm okay with it now. Like, I'm even outside enjoying the nice weather. You know, it's not, there is no hot
That's
ass
good at
breeze
least.
hitting me,
Yeah.
so it's pretty mellow for how hot it is. Now, if I go stand in the sun, yeah, I'm gonna be miserable as hell.
Yeah, no, I get that, man.
Well, I myself, I currently in the Mediterranean area of Spain, enjoying the kind of warm but mild weather that we have. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Bilbao, the place where I'm originally from, is basically like San Francisco. You know the type of weather they have over there, where
Oh,
where it's always rainy and cold.
mm-hmm. Well, does San Francisco have a lot of rain still?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, decent amount. All right.
It's more of just overcast. You get a lot of that, like overcast and foggy and
True.
kind of like damp, but not raining.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. More of you could say New York feel now.
No, that's more of like a humidity. Like they actually have like fog banks that come in and it's overcast during the summertime. But even there, it's been like they've been wishing they had AC a couple weeks out of the year.
Well, maybe they should have invested into that instead of fucking buying a bunch of heroin needles and fucking goddamn trash cans for the city. I mean, come on, people.
Is it in San Francisco where it's legal to steal if it's below like $900?
You know, I don't know, but I have seen a lot of those videos. I have seen a lot of those videos where people were like stealing a lot of crap and then just basically walking out, and you would see
Yeah,
like
I'm just asking.
videos of
I don't know.
actual like policemen recording the people too, not even doing anything. And it's
They
like,
can't. There's like they got some weird laws over there where if it's under so much, they just don't even bother with it. So yeah, they can literally just walk into a store and then grab stuff and then just walk out and nobody does anything. And the sad thing is that it's gonna drive businesses out of the city, and then the people who live there are just like, why can't I go down to Walgreens anymore? It's like, because they left.
yeah, yeah. I heard that's kind of what's going on with not the same reason, but that's what's going on with a lot of New York State, is that they're raising a lot of the pricing for the leasing of businesses out, especially over in like New York City and more actual cityscape places, to where like a lot of small businesses or even just medium businesses, they're leaving. They're like, this is too much. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. And Michael, you gotta apologize to Neostar. He's back.
I did, Neostar. Sorry about that, man. I totally put you in timeout. And put you in
On
the
accident.
corner.
On
On
accident.
accident, definitely. Yeah.
Don't,
So
don't make
apparently
it feel like
deleted.
he deserved it.
Sounds like he deleted his messages too, which totally sucks. So sorry about that, man. Don't know why I didn't. Yeah. I'm so like, used to the system, so it's a little. Yeah, really.
I think that was the first time we've
great
ever had to
out there.
actually like kind of put people in timeout.
Second time. I've had to do one before. The last time I did it though, it gave me an option just to remove that one single comment, and so I was kind of confused that option didn't seem to be available this time, so I had to do a little differently and messed it up just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. But sometimes you got to do it. I just like to keep the chat clean. We'd like to keep it clean, keep it nice and friendly for everybody. So sometimes just got to moderate it because we don't actually have moderators.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that I have the language of a sailor, military person. I was raised by it, so I don't really have a filter with what I say, but I do try to keep it at least sensible. So that's just a long way of saying I cuss.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
they
that's
say
fair.
it's a sign of having an intelligent brain, so to speak. Apparently, people who are smart curse a lot.
Yes, a large vocabulary.
Mm.
You become
You
Well,
know,
more
you know what we should do
large, more swear
every
words.
I think
every
it's
time.
because there's less of a filter. It's more
Mm.
of you understand that there's a time and a place for a lot of things, and you understand the complexities between context and just blurting it out in a sense.
Well, it's just
And I think
also having
that's that's where
access.
it really comes from.
Well, also, it's just, I think it's also just having access to more words in your, like I said, the vocabulary. Like, someone who's not, you know what I mean. That's just my take on it.
I think
I
for
can
the
see
rest
that.
of the
I
show,
have heard that before.
I think for the rest of the show, every time Matt curses, he has to follow it with, and you can get 25% off the Wikid store.
Damn, that might just end up being my logo then, or my motto, I should say, not my logo. Taking a
It'll
North
be like,
language. Sorry.
It'll be like, what's his name from Idiocracy? Welcome, or brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Or the guy who works at Costco. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I understood that reference.
You're like Captain America. I got that reference.
I mean, that movie is really good for. I mean, it's not his exact view on how
so
things are going to be,
prescient.
but it's kind of a cautionary tale of how it could eventually be. Because I mean, I don't think everyone in the goddamn world is going to be that fucking stupid to water their plants with Gatorade. I mean, come on. Come
never know,
on.
bro. You never
Salt
know,
water.
dude. You're going to drink the Kool-Aid, right?
It's got electrolytes. It's what the plants want.
This is what plants crave.
That's what it is.
That's what they
They
crave,
need water,
bro.
like from the toilet.
Oh, that's gross, dude.
Oh, man. That should be required watching.
It really should be, in my opinion. Because there are people who actually act that dumb.
But I went back recently and watched it, and like the legal system, like I was rolling just because like it's such an abuse of power. Like ridiculous.
Yeah, isn't his lawyer in the movie the same guy who when he's in the future, when he first shows up in the future, isn't that the apartment that he goes into is his lawyer's apartment?
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
he's mad at him because he interrupted his show Ow My Balls. So he's like, wait, aren't you my lawyer? He's like, yeah, he interrupted my Ow My Balls. And I guess like he's getting like the crowd all worked up against him. He's like, what are you doing? You're my lawyer.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Oh, Mike Judge is a very smart person.
And the president of the United States was like the world wrestling champion at the time.
Oh man, Terry Crews in that movie was he did great. He did great for like his role.
He's like a great actor. Have you seen the guy dance? Like he's got like there's this Adam Sandler movie called Blended that was premiering while I was in New York a few years ago, and I remember watching the trailer on TV, and the guy did like this robot dance, Terry Crews, and it was like one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen.
Really?
Like this massive muscle black guy doing the robot dance.
You ever see him on Brooklyn Nine-Nine? He's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, the guy is like he's got like great comedic timing.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys seen White Chicks?
No.
Yeah.
That he is really good in that movie. He's one of my favorite characters. He plays it off very fucking well. Even when they act it off as where they give him ecstasy and then he starts dancing, it's like, you know what? That's actually how people look at rape sometimes. That's really how they look.
Yeah, I don't know. I never saw that one. That one made me feel uncomfortable growing up. I couldn't go see that one. I was like, I don't think I can go. I don't think that one's for me. I don't think that one's for me.
I will say, expect a lot of dumb humor, but there is some pretty good humor.
It's dumb humor. It's just like I felt uncomfortable watching a movie about black. Like I don't know, maybe it's just because I was a kid, but like black guys, wearing white, pretending to be white chicks. I felt very uncomfortable. I was like, I don't know about this movie. I might feel really awkward when I go see this. I better skip this one. But maybe I should go back and watch it. Maybe I'll enjoy it. I did enjoy.
I would.
Thunder, you know what I mean? I enjoyed Tropic Thunder's Robert Downey Jr. stuff. So maybe I.
Oh damn! I always forget about that. But yeah, he's really good in that.
That shit's so funny, dude. Oh man, great movie. But
even Tom Cruise in that movie, for how short his role is,
he's so good.
It's so fucking funny.
He's in that fat suit.
Mm-hmm. And then pretended being that movie producer.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, dude!
That's a classic, man. I gotta rewatch that. I've probably seen it for so long. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But one movie I was thinking about watching is Waterworld. You guys seen that movie?
Yep.
That's the one with Kevin Costner, right?
It's basically Mad Max on water.
That's kind of what I thought.
That's a movie I haven't seen in a long fucking time.
Either.
So it was such a weird thing when they were producing it because they're just like, we're making this movie, but we're out of money. So instead of extras, we've got cardboard cutouts.
I mean, as a kid, it worked. I had no clue.
That's funny, dude. Can you tell?
Maybe as an adult you might be able to, but
get the Waterworld 4K and you're like, oh, that's a cardboard cutout for sure.
I could see that, like it being like super restored and higher resolution. I could see it if you could probably see it that way.
Mm-hmm. They do have it on 4K on Amazon though.
What doesn't Amazon have these days?
Yeah, very true, man.
Probably guns. I could see that.
That's the last bastion, man. When you buy a gun on Amazon, bro, then that's when you know you're living in the cyberpunk future.
No, that's when you know he actually took over the world.
I mean, you can already 3D print guns, so it's pretty friggin' cyberpunk.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's just I've heard it's quote unquote illegal, but I don't know.
It's only illegal.
I don't know the law for it, but I could see if they did make it illegal, I could definitely see why.
Oh yeah, that's a dangerous game. Dangerous game, my friend.
Wait, what's illegal?
For 3D printing firearms.
Yes, ghost guns. Yeah, those are illegal.
Yeah, I would think so because you can make them plastic.
Wait, what do they call them?
Ghost guns.
Isn't that what Danny Phantom uses?
Huh?
I thought that was what Danny Phantom uses.
No, that's what Yusuke Urameshi uses. Wait, no, his is called the Spirit Gun. That's right.
Yeah, but it's basically because they don't have any serial numbers, so they're not traceable.
Right. Okay. Well, also you can make them out of plastic, so they can't be detected by metal detectors. So it's kind of a very.
Well, not only that, I've also heard that with most plastics, one fire and it's basically done.
Yeah, they have a thing. It's funny because they actually have a thing in the Cyberpunk manual about 3D printed plastic cheap guns and they call them one-shot polymers, and it's because they like you said they tend to explode after like one or two shots because they're just cheaply made.
Ceramic guns are scarier.
Really interesting.
But those are a lot harder to make.
Can you 3D print this in ceramic?
I don't know. I don't know enough about that.
I know, like, speaking of 3D printing, though, like, Model 316 is actually printing out some figures for our SAC Anime Convention right now. And so we're going to have 7 to 10 new figures of Jack Irons and freshly printed Barb from Decimators figures. Nice. All available. We're going to be selling them at the convention, but we'll put them up on the website so you guys can get your hands at them, too. And they're going to be sold at a reduced price. So,
do we ever get the swappable head for Barb?
I don't remember.
We might have to ask him about that. Yeah, but stay tuned for that.
That's a great question. We should ask. I know we got the guns. And
most definitely will.
I think he did because I'm pretty sure he did because a while back he was telling me he was ordering magnet parts.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I think that's how. Yeah, I think that's the way we discussed it, and that would have been the only way to really do it.
Yeah, right? Because so basically, we want to have two different. Basically, instead of having a helmet that goes on a head and looks all fat and goofy, we're gonna have two different heads. That one with a helmet and one without a helmet that you can just snap on with a magnet.
I think that's
So
a great idea.
It's a little bit of assembly required. So
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the last one I kind of assembly required because Jack Irons, he comes with like the gun. I think there's like 2 or 3 pieces you have to glue together. So there is a little assembly required, but it's totally worth it. They look great.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to see one, so that would be cool.
Yeah, and the barbers are gonna be really nice. We worked really closely with eBay getting concept art so we can make sure that everything is accurate. So like the guns are on the right side of the hands, like everything is supposed to be good. So.
And
And
I'm
of
really
course,
stoked for that. I really want to see the
right?
end result.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll definitely send you one, man. We'll definitely
Nice.
get you one. And with the Jack figures, so he's working with the new setup so that the guns won't break as easily because we had that issue during shipment last time. So, and he's working with a new distributor, like kind of a 3D printer place. So the costs are going to be a lot cheaper for us and for him, and so we're going to be able to pass that along to you, and so it won't be as expensive as they were in the past.
Also very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very exciting all around. And from there, we'll start thinking about what's the next character we're going to design.
Maybe we should have a vote.
Yeah, I could see
if
that.
we do, we just got to make sure we're the ones that have the answers instead of letting the people choose the answers, because we could possibly get some really fucked up answers.
What do you mean? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Dude, there's been some plenty of times like I forget what company, but they were wanting to create a new emoji, and everybody voted Hitler. That was the most raised one because a bunch of people from 4chan went on the voting thing and voted Hitler.
Again.
Yeah, 4chan, 8chan, and a few other places.
But
they just brigaded it, and I mean, it was fucking hilarious to see.
Freaking hilarious.
Huh?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think a Hitler emoji would be freaking hilarious. And just saying.
No,
it would be fucking
be great.
A yellow skin Hitler thing. Oh my god, that would be absolutely hilarious.
What about don't ask me why punching him in the face, bro? No, just kidding.
Okay, I can see that. But don't ask me why. I think Hitler is comedy gold. I don't know why. Everything is funny with Hitler.
Have you seen
the way he
Rabbit?
looks is comedy gold.
Yeah,
he looks like Charlie Chaplin as if he was trying to be serious, and that's what makes it funny.
The movie Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, have you guys seen Jojo Rabbit? Oh well, if you think Hitler is hilarious, go watch.
I do. Don't ask me why. I mean, I just think it's like, if you don't know what to say to make people love you, say Hitler, and they will start instantly giggling.
Preacher too. He's great. Preacher.
If you don't know anything about Jojo Rabbit, the premise is it's a young kid that is growing up in Nazi Germany during the end of the war, and he's like in the Hitler youth, and his imaginary friend is Hitler.
I think that's hysterical. Yeah.
That is weird.
It is weird, but it is like it hit that weird spot where it's just like so ridiculous that it's just hilarious. Like there's this whole scene where they all come into this guy's house and they're all like Nazi officers, and they spend 5 minutes just saying "Hail Hitler" to each other because that's how they all say hello. It's just like it's like, when are they gonna stop? Like when like.
Okay, that's pretty funny. But I mean, in my opinion, that is kind of the best thing to do to someone like that. If like we want to stop fearing people like that, make them a joke. I mean, let's see. I'm trying to think of it. Like, to me, the best way that I've ever like been able to not necessarily stop being afraid of something or stop giving something certain power, you could say, I just stopped really like focusing it in that light that I had been, and start putting it in a new light to where if I didn't like it, start looking at it to where I don't like it because I don't want to keep doing that. Or let's say it's something that I like, but it's a little weird for me. Then I got to start looking at it in a different way where it's, okay, I'm just new to it. So let's just continue trying it out, see if I like it. And if I don't like it, I don't like it. But with stuff like I think part of the reason why a lot of people don't think of like Stalin as like this super bad man that did a bunch of fucking killings and tried erasing a lot of Russian history and like painting himself to be this godlike good guy in a sense, it didn't work, and now people look at him as if he was a fucking retard for doing all that shit because we now know what he did, and it's like you're just stupid for doing that. Why did you do that? Like, come on, why?
Well, there's
That's
actually
the same
people in
reason
Spain
you-
who
you
idolize him.
gamble, because it's like, what if it works?
I can see that. But at the same time, that just makes you more of a fool in the long run because you took that huge gamble and now look what happened at you. Now look at it.
But when you're sitting there looking at it, it's, but what if it works?
I do want to say on a side note, completely off topic and unrelated, but we do have a vote for first next figure here. Sporkman figure.
That's a good choice.
Sporkman. I agree. That would be a great figure. That would be a very fun one, wouldn't it?
Okay, I'm actually reading the comments. I do agree that Sporkman would be a good one. Neostar. He put up a comment saying Hitler looks like a damn gag villain. Yes, in my opinion, that's where the gag villain comes from. Is them trying to imitate him, but putting him in more of a less serious like viewpoint. You know, I mean, that's why Looney Tunes always did, or was it Disney that I'm thinking of, where they did those reels like going against Hitler and everything.
Yeah, that was Disney. Yeah, and it's ironic because they accused Disney of being pro-Hitler when it was clearly a satire. They weren't taking a piece of him.
Well, I mean, I think that's also because a lot of people didn't realize that he was Jewish as well. Disney himself was Jewish. So, and he was actually commissioned by the U.S. military to make those propaganda pieces.
You know who else did a bunch of World War II propaganda?
Jack Kirby.
Dr. Seuss.
Oh, yeah, he did.
There's actually a whole book of it called Dr. Seuss Goes to War.
Huh.
And you have a lot of a Dr. Seuss style Hitler in there doing ridiculous things. So yeah, there you go.
So yeah, it seems like the world does agree with you, Evi, to where they should just make him a comedy person. Like it should be more of a comedic thing rather than seeing him as this super villain.
Well, there's a reason why totalitarians always try to ban humor, as they're trying to do now. Because if you find something funny, it takes away the power.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. That's why I think a lot of people trying to call other people racist just out of the blue, like they start laughing at it because they're just like, you know nothing about me at this point, and now you're just trying to put a buzzword on me, so you really don't know anything, and that's what makes it funny. And then those people get upset by it, and then they try to double down, and when you double down, that's just you closing your mind off from learning new things.
Yep, completely agree.
Yeah. Well, let's see how much time we got left here. Oh, we got a little time left. So what's everyone else? What you guys got going on this weekend? What's everyone's plans?
I'm just trying to bounce back from my crazy week.
Really?
Yeah, same thing. Because I know I got another crazy week ahead of me at work. So.
I love a weekend, man. Though it's needed. You need that relaxation, that recharge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What was it? So daughter's first day of like in school was this week. My kitchen's still in pieces. My brother-in-law lost a bunch of family in some freak car accident.
Shit.
I've been hustling and selling books every second I can, and then I had to work on top of all that and working on chapter 3 stuff. Yeah, it's just been a crazy week.
I bet, man. So, yeah, that's crazy. And then finally got to play relax last night with some Ascent.
That was the other night. Yeah, that was some fun.
That was fun.
We need to get you in Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, true. Maybe we can do that either tonight or
We
tomorrow.
might have to stream that.
That'd be cool, dude. I'd be down for that. I've been actually thinking about once I can figure out how to do my flight simulator. I want to do a series, and I'm looking for a co-pilot. And but I want to basically each episode go to different places from our comics. So for Barrels, we go to New York. For Jack Ryan's, we can go to like some sort of desert or like New Mexican frontier town. And then all the different goodies. Like we can go to Rome for Project R.
Well, if you know where people live, I believe you can literally fly over.
I don't know where
house,
anyone lives.
And some people have
nobody.
jokingly found their friends' houses and like crashed an airliner.
You son of a bitch. I thought that'd be kind of a fun series, But I
don't know if crashing into those people's houses would be a good idea. They might just take it as
I don't think I would do that. Probably would just not. I would probably wave, and just keep going. But it's a complicated game. But yeah, I'd be down to do some streaming of Sea of Thieves, man. That'd be fun.
Yeah, well, we'll have to get something going. I watched this video where these guys were trying to figure out how to play, and it was pretty fun.
Well, yeah, maybe we'll have to stream my first playthrough, and that way people can see how terrible I am at it. I'm getting better at Ascent. Ascent is an interesting kind of cyberpunk game, but it's got aliens.
Huh.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Well, color me interested.
Play some more of that.
It's multiplayer. Do you have an Xbox, Ibai?
No, I'm PC Master Race. I'm afraid.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
It's probably gonna. If it's not on PC, it's definitely gonna probably come to PC.
Well, you know what Zach is doing is he's been basically playing on his computer, so he'll play on the Xbox app. So he'll play the Xbox game on the Xbox app on his computer, and he can use mouse and keyboard.
Oh, you can do that?
There's a couple different ways you can do that. One is you're streaming it from your Xbox if you have an Xbox. The other way you can do that now is if you have the Xbox Game Pass.
Not even apparently, dude. That's the thing that's the thing that's crazy, Scott. That's what I'm tripping, man. Because I agree. I thought exactly the same thing as you, man.
No, if he's doing that, he's streaming it from his Xbox.
But he's not. The thing he's not though. I said the same thing, and he said nope. He said he's playing it directly from his library.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm like tripping up.
Yeah, unless he bought it in a way that it gave him like the PC and the Xbox version.
I don't know, maybe
yeah.
But at the very least, it's possible. We know it is possible to get it working. It's got 4-player co-op, so if you ever want to jump in with us, we have an extra. We have some room. Ebuy. But did you play much games, Ebuy? You much of a gamer?
I want to be, but I don't have much time. I'm currently hooked on Borderlands 3.
Okay, that's a good one.
I've been playing that for like almost a year now. Like I'm just trying to beat the game like 100% because I always,
oh my God, that's wild.
Yeah, I'm that obsessive. But I'm like I'm not gonna buy another game until I completely beat this motherfucker.
Fair enough, yeah.
The other side is like they keep adding to it, so like you're just getting close to the end, and they're like,
"Son of a bitch."
What did I get myself into?
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, Game Pass is the shit, dude. I highly recommend everyone get it.
Yeah, and I need recommendations because I always go in blind when I'm looking for new releases. I don't know.
Really?
Why, Yeah, I don't know why. I don't trust Steam. I don't trust the whole scoring system. Like,
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, because like it's the thing is you got to find someone with similar tastes, and then that's gonna give you
that's
like
right.
Yeah.
Is that a monkey, dude?
No, that's my kid.
Oh, I thought it was a.
It's basically the same thing, isn't it?
She
no, that's my
My
monkey.
lap.
She like that apparently.
I think she likes us.
Yes, we're popular.
But yeah, you got to find someone that has similar tastes, so then that you're getting an opinion that's similar to what you view, because everybody's different. Yeah, hi, you want to say hi to everyone?
Hola.
Hi.
Hello.
Tell them I'm not a monkey.
I'm not a monkey.
There you go.
I see that now. Oh, that's too funny. Oh man, but yeah, that's interesting. Ibai, have you heard of the Steam Deck?
I don't think so.
It's their Steam. Valve is coming out with a new handheld computer gaming console. It's
Huh.
coming out like end of the year, I think. Starts when they start shipping. I pre-ordered one.
Okay, you let me know how that went. I actually
Uh,
am kind of I'm a bit of a mobile gamer. I mostly play like
Really?
tower defense and
Oh,
only because I have
interesting.
like a 30-minute commute to the gym where I work in
Totally,
the
yeah.
afternoons. Yeah, so books can only take you so far.
That's interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of mobile gaming. Like that's expanded a lot in recent years too.
Mhm.
There's a lot more
Yeah,
offerings to
guys.
get.
there's even more like interesting like first-person shooter stuff in mobile games
Yeah, dude.
nowadays. It's pretty crazy.
I'm gonna have to go. It's getting a
You
little crazy
plug
here.
your stuff, man, before you head out.
All right, yep. You can get Wrath Chapter 1 in physical and digital at the Wikid store. You can get digital for Chapter 2, but no physicals for Chapter 2 for right now. Follow me on Twitter at Chris Gooman. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks, man. See ya, dude.
Take care, man.
Have a great one. Real quick, when we were talking a little bit about Disney, I made the comment that he was Jewish. Jeremy actually pointed out that he wasn't, and I went and checked it out because I could have sworn he was, but it looks like Jeremy was right, so that was my bad.
Okay.
Just wanted to point that out, saying that I had some wrong info.
I thought he was saying the Disney company wasn't Jewish. I was like, what is he? I didn't know. Because I missed that comment. I didn't hear you say that. So, okay. Well, that's good. Good to get that on the record there. So,
Yeah.
one of the mobile games I was going to say, though, I'm looking kind of forward to is they have, it's the Final Fantasy Soldier game. It's a battle royale, but with Final Fantasy characters. Final Fantasy 7 characters.
Oh, yeah. I heard it's supposed to be like Final Fantasy remake, but in battle royale, basically.
No, well, I would say it's closer to like PUBG, but with Final Fantasy characters. 'Cause I think it's like you're playing as like actual soldier, like shooting with guns and stuff.
Yeah, most likely. But I think it's the Final Fantasy VII aesthetic. Basically,
Totally.
it's taking place in that universe.
Probably some magic, maybe even, you know.
Yeah, I could see that. Probably like a few different class systems and this and that, which would be very weird for that type of universe because
dude.
Final Fantasy VII there are no classes. You can play whatever the fuck you want.
Battle
You're just
royale
limited to different weapons for each character.
The whole thing is weird, yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, just the whole concept of doing a battle royale for a Final Fantasy game is weird.
I could see it working. It just probably not at like 60 people scale. Maybe 30 people. I could see it working very well, but yeah, 60 people. I don't think that would work very well.
By the way, just a heads up for all you interested folks for the Barb figures. Looks like we got an update. Looks like Barb comes in 7 parts, so there will be some assembly part. Require 2 arms, torso, legs, 2 heads, and a base.
Well, that means it can be posable. So there you go.
There you go. And of course it's paintable as well. So once you get it assembled, you can put a base coat down of a primer you like and just get to work painting on it.
What's not to like?
Yes, it's very fun. We've seen some really good painted of Jack figures out there. So they're very cool. They look, and the figures are just so nice. They have such nice little details, and they're just really well done. So we're excited about that process. We recommend reaching out if you haven't already follow Model 316 to get to go all your needs. If you need any 3D designs for your own common characters, he does take commissions, so reach out to him. But I was actually watching Into the Spider-Verse before we go. I have to go finish it after this. That's what I was watching on today. Never seen it before.
Same here. Everybody says it's a great movie, but
funny, dude, it's really funny.
I kind of expect that. It's a Marvel movie, more aimed towards kids, so I could definitely see that.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's aimed towards kids, to be honest.
Well, I wouldn't say necessarily like just straight kids, but most likely anyone who's 10 to 18. That's its target market, I bet.
I don't know. It's very well written. It's got freaking Nicolas Cage in it. He plays the Noir Spider-Man, which I had no idea he was in this.
Really?
Yeah, he's great, man. I instantly recognized that voice, man. I was like, "Oh my god, you're kidding me!"
I mean, everybody should recognize Nicolas Cage's voice. It's
Yeah,
a lot
dude.
like Christopher
So
Walken.
iconic, dude. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like everybody
iconic.
remembers Christopher Walken because of his voice, not really his roles, but his voice. And with Nicolas Cage, I think it's just more of they recognize his voice, his face, and his acting style.
Right.
I mostly remember how he is apparently able to look at you with his teeth. Like, his visual apparatus aren't his eyes, but his teeth. Like he bares his teeth and jets them
That's
towards you.
hilarious.
Like, are you looking at me with your teeth, Nicolas Cage? Is that what's happening now?
His teeth are really his eyes.
That's what I mean. Yeah. That's how he
What big
perceives
teeth you have?
reality.
What big teeth you have? The better to see you with.
And I think it's like a weird tremors type thing. Like he can smell you with his teeth or something like that, and it's some kind of weird perceptive apparatus. I mean, I'm just saying, it's almost 3 a.m. I'm just delirious. That's what's happening here.
Yeah, you are. It's getting late there, man. Did you want to get off, man? Gonna start wrapping up here.
Yeah, maybe I should try and get some sleep.
Yeah, it's like, we
Hey,
appreciate
that's
you
no
jumping
problem.
on, man. Honestly, we
Yeah,
really do.
seriously.
No, it's always a pleasure. I don't have the greatest social life, what with being Spanish and an artist. So I appreciate the invite.
Oh, definitely, man. We'll be hitting you up on the
Yeah,
next one.
anytime.
For sure. Yeah,
Awesome.
definitely, dude.
Yeah, you're
And,
to find me.
yes, definitely take care, man. And you stay safe out there and enjoy your movies, and of course, update us on all your latest projects whenever you can. We always love
Although,
to hear
yeah,
about those.
just in case you guys are interested, I'm currently working on part 2 of the Abductables.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and this time it's full color.
Oh,
Follow me
wow.
on Instagram, and you'll see some updates.
Oh, that's really cool, man. Yeah, what's your Instagram name?
It's Ibai Canales Benito. It's not too original, but it's
Nice.
true.
Very good, very good. Well, yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much, man. Again, and of course, you can follow me on Twitter at NubGuy, and Matt. You can follow at MattB_Sulos SULOS, and of course, you can follow the two of us on our Wikid Publishing account at Wikid Publishing. And if you can, give us a like or subscribe on this YouTube channel. That always helps out a lot. And we'll be back with more content in the coming weeks. I think we have an interview next. I think it's next Wednesday, where with a Wikid creator. Oh no, maybe it's next Saturday. I think it's next Saturday actually. But it's a Wikid creator interview. We're going to be introducing everyone to Omen Comics and Revelation Comics, who just joined our lineup. And so we're going to, for those who don't know, we're going to talk all about what they are and what those stories are about. So please join us there. Again, we'll posting some stuff on our social media if you want to find out more about when that's happening. And we shall see you guys on a future episode of the Wikid Publishing Podcast. So thank you again for the 50 episodes. It's been a really fun time, and we hope
man,
to
50
more
already. Damn.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it? It's hard to believe, kind of, but yeah, it's great. So we appreciate everyone who's been along for the whole time, and if you're new, we appreciate joining on the bandwagon. And we promise a bunch of great new stuff in the near future. So we'll see you guys soon. Take care, everyone.